Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Here on the Solana chart, the price is still holding above the signal line. Yeah, you might remember from previous videos I shared with you this line here. And it's more like, just the last swing low really that I think really matters. So any decisive break below it could signal that we have a local top in place. Now, that the price tops without Bitcoin topping is probably, let's say, less likely. So I explained here regarding the Solana chart, we have fulfilled minimum expectations for a 5-wave move up, but really only minimum expectations. I mean, that 5th wave really only formed on Saturday. Then the price, no, it wasn't Sunday even. Then the price formed another high on Monday, but only really barely a higher high. And now we're trying to push again, but really we're in the same situation as on Saturday. So nothing has changed here. The price is simply consolidating, probably just waiting to see what Bitcoin is doing. So we're still holding above the last low. I would not want to confirm a top yet in wave 1. I would like to see more confirmation. There's really no evidence that wave 1 has topped. Now, we have not even broken below the signal line. That's at $132.50. So only really if the price breaks below that level, I think we have a first indication a top is in blue wave 1. And I think only if the price breaks below that level, we should really start to think about and theorize about a top could be in. Because for now, as you can probably see it is still printing higher highs and higher lows. And the question might be, okay, what about this one? Wasn't that a lower low? It was a lower low, but we don't have a lower high yet. That's why we need that series of lower lows and lower highs to indicate a top has formed and a break below a key support level. And for now, I mean, I don't have a clear micro count here. It's just it's not very well defined what's happening here. But I think we can leave the door open for one more high because this does look a little bit like a flat correction, like an A wave down, a B wave up, and a C wave down with potentially one more high. But I shared all these levels with you already. So the $147.14 level is next resistance, and it could be quite a strong one because that's not only the next fib level on the smaller scale, it's also a previous swing high from Tuesday, the 25th of March. So I definitely recommend to at least pay attention to this one and then to see if the market forms a reaction there or reacts to that level at that point. Now, it is also important to understand that these levels have been respected really well. So as you can see here, the price consolidated already on Monday, the 14th of April, and here on the 17th of April, below this 178.6 extension level, then pushed higher, reached exactly the next level, even though there isn't really structural resistance in that area here, $141. And now we have 3 tests already of that level. Now, any push higher would likely send the price to the next fib level at the 223.6 extension at $147. So shouldn't really be surprising if that happens. That would still be probably part of an unfolding wave 5. Either way, the trend is still up, and we don't have a top in place until the price breaks below $132.50. Now, some people ask me, what if we don't get a pullback? You know, how does that work from an Elliott wave point of view? And my answer is always, look, the trend is still up, right? Elliott wave doesn't tell us there has to be a pullback. At some point, there will have to be. I mean, nothing is moving up in a straight line, but the bottom line is, I mean, Elliott wave, it's a great tool for risk management, right? So it doesn't tell us so much a pullback has to happen now. It tells us a pullback has to happen when the 5-wave move when the 5-wave move up is complete. And while we have fulfilled minimum requirements, doesn't mean a top is in. Also, it tells us more that a pullback is allowed to happen in the current structure. We have support levels to watch, and they are clearly defined down there between $104 and $122. But please note, this support area will move up with the price as the price goes higher. And it all, above all, it tells us about the risk. So it does tell us that in the current, let's say, situation, we have to allow for a pullback down into that area. It doesn't need to mean it has to happen, right? It's more like a risk management tool. So I gave you 2 levels here, essentially, right? I gave you that red line as a first trigger, and then I gave you the 78.6 retracement at $103.90. I think for now we can still enjoy here maybe the price still to be in an uptrend and one more high. That's the update about Solana. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, today we have our member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. Normally we do it on Sunday, but I was traveling, so had to push it. So in case you're interested, 5 p.m. UTC is part of our membership. As a gold member, you can also join Discord, enjoy a lot of additional updates for different coins. But yeah, we normally take requests during the live stream. Can't guarantee to cover them all, but there's typically a pretty good chance that your request gets covered as a member. So check it out if you're interested, and I wish you a great day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.